What's up, everyone? Daddy Robux here, and today we are continuing our playthrough of Dragon Heist. Um, if you are new to the channel, make sure you join us in the Discord. That's where you can get involved in the game yourself, learn how to play D&D, and also check out the schedule so you can see all the different days that we go live and when we will be playing next. In case you weren't here before, the story so far, our party began their campaign in the timeless age of We Met in a Tavern. Literally, it was the literal tavern of Waterdeep, the yawning portal, as they were all called to there from flyers throughout the city that were seeking adventures for a job. And the party decided to take on this job, and they wanted to go kill some goblins on the behest of Durnan from the Yawning Portal. And after going to the goblin outpost and killing them all, they have now returned to the Yawning Portal triumphantly. And I think it's time to collect our reward. Y'all?
Give me that dank rent money.
Sounds good.
Okay, so I guess we arrive with Bunny to the Johnny Portal,
So PBJ, Dark Mage, how you doing?
and we look for the chief.
Okay. Durnan is where he always is. And when he sees you guys, you can see that Bonnie has already made her way back to the Yawning Portal, and she is busy waiting tables, having wasted no time after returning. Well, come on, let us have a drink.
I follow as he says and take a seat near him.
Drinks are in order, I do believe.
Yeah, he
Successful
beckons you
mission.
all up to the bar and starts laying out tankard after tankard of ale.
Nothing like a nice cold beer after a long day out on the road. I'm glad Bonnie made it back a bit quicker.
Aye. Here, and he pulls out a large sack of coins and sets it in the table in front of you. There's enough there for all of you. Take your fair share, divide it up. It's no matter to me, but enjoy your stay tonight. Drinks are on me.
Well, that's much appreciated, and the goblin heads you asked are out back.
Excellent. Yeah, I was a little bit worried, but I knew my old friend here, and he kind of clasps Jerry
You
on
wouldn't
the
expect me to carry something so rancid around for so long.
I'm not referring to the heads, my friend. I'm talking about how you carried this group. I don't know how you managed to get such a ragtag of adventurers to work together, but you did it! And all of Waterdeep is for the better. Trade has resumed. Look! And he kind of sweeps his hand around the yawning portal, and you see that it is bustling, right? It's even more packed than it was before.
Why are you so busy? Is there something new in town, or has it just been busier since I've last?
People just wanted to celebrate. Many of the people here are merchants and travelers who are just relieved that those scoundrels have been removed from the main road.
That's
our
most
pleasure.
excellent. Then here, and I'll raise a tavern or a thing of beer, stein.
He couldn't remember Stein. Yeah. So he kind of gives you a little nod, and then he walks away.
Well, it looks like we did quite a relevant job here.
Yeah, and not too shabby. I guess this bow here is anyone able to use it. I'm much too weak to be able to pull it. I haven't really.
To it. I think I can use it.
Really quiet. Oh my god.
You wanna hand it over? I could see if I could see if I could use it. I might be able to. I'm not sure though.
Maybe it's just to it being, you know.
And To it takes the bow and reads what's on it as he reads Elven, and is proficient with longbows, so he martial weapons that is, and he'll kind of pull it.
Can
a
you
few
guys hear
times
him?
And confirm. Yeah. I think I can. I think I can use it. Thanks.
I'll hand it over to him.
Just please don't pull it out in the city again. You know the rule of law.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was very stupid of me. I'm so sorry.
Okay, let's enjoy here now.
Okay. So you guys are drinking your beer, right? Just kind of hanging out, getting to know each other. On the topic of getting to know each other, do any of you have any questions for your companions or anything you'd like to do or say?
I'm kinda intrigued by Darnok's like clothes, but I don't. I just look like weird at him, like kinda confused.
So okay, so Darnock, how you notice you notice Vaneld staring at you, not even like trying to hide it, just full face, just staring.
He'd probably just kind of sink down a little bit smaller and drinking his beer for a while, finally asking or looking up, "Can I help you?"
Yeah. Do you always look like this?
Nowadays, yes.
Do you always look like this?
Is there like any meaning to being so, I don't know, notorious?
No, they're just some old clothes I got from my father when I was younger. They used to be his, but he's gone, so I just wear them in honor of him.
Oh, an heirloom of the family. I can respect that.
Yeah, I want to examine the bag and say, well, I do believe we should divvy up some of this gold. I have some rent to.
Okay. You take the leather satchel, turn it upside down in the middle of the table. You find 180 gold dragons.
Yeah, I'm looking for Darnak. This is not what we agreed for. Call him here, Jerry. You know him, right?
I do indeed. It's not like him to short us. I guess I'll go have a chat with him. Maybe we should wait to the end of the night. Let the money for the night come in, and then get the rest of it.
I guess that makes sense. We can wait a night.
Well, no, not the until the morning, but just like until the end of 2 nights.
Maybe
Okay.
It is probably.
maybe in the meantime I can I can look around and see if anyone might know what this bow does. I mean, it has some stuff written on it, and it doesn't seem like a normal bow. Maybe there's someone in town that can help us figure out what it does.
Someone in town? I mean, remember, you are in a very crowded place right now. I mean, it's very likely you could find someone within the portal who would be able to assist.
God, is that you? So yeah, Tuit is gonna get the barkeep's attention. I forget his name, and
Durnan.
Durnan, and ask, "Excuse me, do you know if anyone can help me figure out what this bow does?"
Durnan.
I mean, not what it does. I know what it does. It's a bow, but if it has any special properties.
Well, I'd imagine there's very many a learned person within the portal. I mean, it's usually a simple matter to identify a magical item. Spend some time communing with it, if you catch what I mean. Or get someone to use the identify spell. I mean, usually any cleric or wizard should be able to help you. But, he kind of strokes his chin and looks around. Actually, in the back corner there, that fella from Chult. I heard that Miss Uday, she is here on the benefit of Wakanga Omu from Port Nyanzaru. They specialize in the sale of exotic goods, and I'd imagine they could probably identify anything you bring.
Okay, thank you very much. And Tuit's gonna turn to Darnock and say, "Oh, you're a magic user, aren't you? Can you tell me what this does, or is there a way that I can figure out what it does? I don't know. I've never had a special item like this before."
I believe if you spend time with it, you study it. Otherwise, I don't really know. I'm not that great with magic. Kind of just happens.
Okay, maybe I'll try studying it. Thank you so much.
Sure.
Well, Durnan, were you happy answering some questions? I have one. Why does the amount of gold seem short upon what we agreed?
What do you mean?
Oh, don't play coy with me, barkeep. You know exactly what I mean.
He kind of looks at you squinty-eyed for a minute. Yeah? What are you implying?
Well, I'm not the most intelligent person here, but I clearly know that 30 is less than 50.
Can I see the coins again?
I guess there are. Where are the coins now?
Come on, just hand me the satchel.
I guess we put them back in the satchel and pass it to him.
He lays them out on the bar, and you can see he painstakingly starts separating them into groups of 10 as he tries to quickly count them. After a moment, you see him like ticking off his fingers. He's got one eye squinted closed. He's like, carry the 2. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I didn't mean to insult your friends. It's just, old Durnan, in my adventuring days, got hit one too many times in the head. Not always the quickest with the numbers, if you catch what I mean. He
Oh, I wasn't worried about it.
quickly produces another 12 another 120 gold and puts it with the rest.
Thank you for addressing the problem.
Oh, no, of course. I wouldn't want to offend you. I would have plans for hiring your services again in the future.
Well, I'm quite interested in some jobs, so
Like how
do
they
you
don't
have any
even
any
insight
right
him.
now?
No, I'm afraid not. Oh.
Okay, just let me know then.
Yeah, in the meantime, take a load off. You guys just got back. Maybe go sit down, enjoy an ale. Play some games.
I want to take a nap over, sitting and my head in the table.
Speaking of this ale, Dernan, you never said it was for free. How much is?
Yes, 5 level 1s. I'm sorry?
You never told us this ale was on the house. I'm assuming you want us to pay for it. How much would you?
Actually, he told you exactly that. He said your drinks are on me today.
I have an intelligence of 8, therefore my memory sucks.
Lothar does. You don't. Yeah, feels barbarian, man. I get it. Yep. All right, so he looks at you funny. He just takes your tankard, fills it with ale, and gives it back. Doing anything else?
I don't want to make myself look stupid again.
Do it. Do it.
And Darnok's gonna walk around and just see what type of people and what activities are going on.
All right. As you make your way around the portal, remember there is an upstairs and a downstairs. The upstairs kind of only goes about half the length of the portal, and there is the giant hole in the center that you have to kind of give a wide berth that leads down into the depths of the Undermountain.
Yeah, he's gonna give an extra wide berth to that, so afraid that might randomly fall in.
As you stand here, there are a couple people that catch your eye. One is Bonnie with her brilliant, not blonde hair. And she has a wooden tray balanced on her one arm. And it's got several large cups of ale that she's kind of ferrying across the bar. Up on a stage on the northern end of the tavern is a bard who is making himself busy telling jokes and playing short little songs on a peculiar 3-stringed lute. And because of his lute only having 3 strings, that is the name that he tends to go by. This is 3 Strings the Bard. A regular at the Yawning Portal, and someone you guys have seen in both your last trip and this one. Turning your attention to the back of the portal, you can see the Cholton woman that he had referenced earlier, and you can assume that to be Obaya Uday. And she sits in a bench in one of the recessed corners of the Yawning Portal, surrounded by several very large, very mean-looking guards. And as you look around, there are a wide number of people here, of varying races, classes. I mean, it is a bustling sight. Anywho. Oh, God, back is killing me.
Excuse me, Miss Obaya. We were told that you might be able to help us identify.
This I could do, but I am here on business, and my services are not free.
That's quite okay. We seem to be kind of rich on coin. How much would you charge for such a service?
I will identify any item for the low cost of 15 gold. What do the Waterdeepians call it? Dragons?
15 dragons is a bit steep. What about 5?
5. You insult me. My time is very valuable, and you are not paying for my labor, but for the privilege of gaining an audience.
Is that so? I heard you were from the far-off land of Cholt. What brings you here to the Yawning Port?
Ah, yes. I am from Port Nyanzaru, from the Isle of Cholt. My homeland is quite beautiful. I am in the employ of Wakanga Omu, the merchant prince and lord of the of Port Nyanzaru. My lord makes his wages selling exotic wares, things that are very rare and hard to obtain. He has sent me to this glorious city of splendors to find people that may have access to such exotic and rare items and purchase them at a fair and reasonable cost.
Perhaps a bow that speaks to you in Elvish may be of interest to you. I'll gesture for the party to show it.
Okay, party gonna go over to him and Obaya?
Yep, and Tuit will present the bow.
Okay. So she looks at it for a minute, right? And as she kind of turns it over this way and that, you see that she's got a very stoic expression. She doesn't make any indication. After a while, she looks at it and says, "Oh, this bow is very fine. Do you mean to part ways with it? Where in the shit is the handout?"
Perhaps if the coin is right.
Oh, yes. As I said, I will give you a very fair and equitable wage for your goods. Where is it? Is it Quest? No.
Seems like you're shifting around your offer there. It's not mine to sell, though. I look at Tuit. It's his.
What's fair and equitable?
Trying to find the
How
damn.
much would you pay for it?
She kind of leans back. And she looks over it real quick. As well, that depends on how rare of an item it is. Wait a minute. Get out of your journal. She looks at the
whisper
bow
to the
again.
party. I don't think it's that rare if goblins or kobolds have.
You got this from kobolds, you say?
Oh yeah, just outside the city.
Well, I will pay you a great value for it. How does and she looks up to the very large men with her. How does 50 platinum pieces sound?
That seems quite low for such a bow. I've been around quite some time and I've never heard a bow speak. I feel like it's got to be worth more than that.
This bow doesn't speak. What do you mean?
Pull its string and you will see.
She pulls the string and it doesn't talk.
Maybe you gotta
Confused
spend some time
noises.
with it.
She's not
Sure.
attuned to the bow, as neither are you. So obviously none of us have heard it speak before.
I thought we had like quite some time coming back. Someone would have attuned to it on the way back from the kobold camp.
They were goblins.
If somebody
right?
attuned to
Or
it, you would know what it
goblins,
does. You guys are all trying to figure out what it is. Right?
Yeah, does Attune identify it for you? I didn't.
If you attune to an item, you learn its properties.
Or you could spend a long rest identifying an item also.
Okay, I didn't realize that. All right. Anyway,
Well, none of them are proficient with
To
longbows
it
except for
gonna
the
say,
fighter, who's a melee character.
How about we spend some time with see how useful it is for us, and then come back and speak to this fine woman later, and maybe we'll take her up on her offer, maybe we won't.
That is perfectly fine. You are welcome to wait. I will tell you though, I am not always here. When I get a nice collection of items, I will be embarking back to my home to bring what I have found to my lord. So just trust that you cannot always count on me to purchase what wares you may have.
Okay, well, hopefully you're still here if we decide we want to sell it, but I think we're okay for now. Thank you very much.
Okay. As you guys begin to turn and walk away, she holds up her hand. Wait. Maybe you are right. Maybe my initial estimate was a little low. How about 100 platinum pieces? Surely this is more gold coins than any of you have seen.
uh, I've seen a gold coin in my day, and 100 platinum is no gold.
It's gonna kind of like turn to the rest of the party and say, "Hey guys, maybe we should figure out what these things are worth before engaging in these negotiations. It might be worth much more than she's saying.
That's
We don't know."
what I've gathered, given how easily she doubled her price.
It's not
Yeah.
mine to sell, kid. It's yours.
Yeah, I think we better take our time. Maybe it's incredibly useful, and no amount of gold can help save our lives in the right moment if we're on in a dangerous spot. I think maybe we should hold off for now. Maybe we'll learn how much it's worth. Maybe we'll learn whether we actually need it or not.
Okay.
It's your boat to it. You can do whatever you want
Sounds
with
good
it.
to me.
How
Zero
at
kind of
level
turns
1
and,
pass
"Well,
up
I
500 gold?
appreciate your offer, but I'm just not quite ready to part with it yet. Thank you very much. Hopefully I'll see you again sometime."
Possibly. And she kind of makes a flick of her wrist, and as she does, those two large men just kind of block your access to her.
It's fine. It kind of turns his back and starts walking away.
Alright, well, that's a lot of gold, 100 platinum pieces.
I'm sweating cold right now by the pure thought of 100 platinum pieces, by the way.
Yeah, 100 platinum pieces. That can do a lot of good for your family there on the docks.
It could pay me at least 7 months' rent.
I mean, we found it together, so if you guys want to sell it, but
Well, I say we at least wait until the morrow. Maybe we find a mage's tower or something, pay them the 10 gold or 15 gold or whatever it is to identify it, and come back armed with the knowledge of what it is. Perhaps they may even value it for us, and then give us a better idea of what it is, because who knows, this could be worth thousands or tens of thousands of platinum, and
Say hello
they're
to the
clearly
stream.
trying to take advantage of us new adventurers.
Because you
30
like to mute
quad
microphones.
gifts.
yeah, that makes sense to me.
I laugh as Jerry says, new adventurers.
Okay.
Personally, I'd like to find some more work.
Uh-oh!
We as a party work together.
I walked away when the notification came
That
up.
could be
Dark,
good.
thank you so very much. Tell me, what would you like to do with that?
What about we meet up tomorrow at the Wizard's Tower? We'll identify the bow and return here, see if Obaya is still here, if we want to sell it. If not, we'll take a look around town and see what we...
Not to interrupt, but I'm totally going to interrupt. You sit around the sturdy wooden table, lit by a brightly burning candle and littered with plates of cleared food and half-drained tankards of ale. As you discuss what you're going to do with the bow, the sounds of gamblers yelling and drunken adventurers singing bawdy songs nearly drown out your voices, and you're kind of having to shout to each other because it's so very loud inside the portal. Then, all the noise is eclipsed by a shout. "Ya pig! You like killing me mates, does ya?" And a 7-foot-tall half-orc is hit by a wild swinging punch from a male human whose shaved head is covered with an eye-shaped tattoo. 4 other humans stand behind him, ready to jump into the fray. The half-orc cracks her knuckles, roars, and leaps at the tattooed figure. But before you can see if blood is drawn, a crowd of spectators clusters around the brawl. What would you like to do?
Let's just let them fight it out. There's strict penalties for fighting in this.
Darnock will try to get a better view.
Same, I'm following him.
KFC
I'll,
for
stand
Pentadrone
back
and
watch
Quad
the crowd,
gifts.
see
Cool,
if
cool,
it's a
cool, cool, cool.
distraction. If there's
All
like a
right, so
pickpocket
before
trying
I
to
drop the
thieve from
Pentadrone
somebody
in at the
with,
party,
the 2 people.
okay,
I could care less. I'm going to the job
I have to
postings
check,
for it.
make sure that it is an
Tuit is
acceptable.
wondering if he recognizes the eye tattoo.
And it is. That is a medium encounter. Cool, cool, cool. And Quad
Trying
gifts.
to
I got you.
think back in his memory.
Who is this?
Tuit.
Asking if you would recognize the person?
No, if I would recognize the symbolism of the eye tattoo.
I'm looking at your sheet. Why would you? Is there something that would give you that knowledge, or are you just because you're a scholar?
Just because I'm a scholar.
Okay. I'm gonna say no, as it doesn't have its roots in anything academic in nature.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So you guys, I heard Darnock say he was gonna get closer and kind of watch. The other guys are just gonna sit around. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the crowd, see if like someone's using it as a distraction to like thieve from people or something.
Okay, so you watch the crowd instead of the fight. Sure. Darnock is getting in closer to watch the fight. Lothar, Van Eld, and well, that's it. Van Eld, Lothar, to it. What are we doing?
I'm like trying to get to a higher floor, I guess, to like have an upper view of the.
So you run upstairs so that you can look down into the fight. Cool. Lothar?
I'm going to the job postings board.
Ignoring the
got
fight
one.
completely. Cool. All right. And to it.
I'm gonna stay with Lothar because the old lady hag told me that I needed to find out about myself.
All right. Okay. So let's talk about the fight first. Okay. And as the fight rages on, you can see it is the one orc, the half orc female, against 5 human males. As they kind of circle around here and punch, you can see she is grossly outnumbered, and her chances of winning are very slim. However, she goes straight for the man with the tattooed head, who apparently is the leader as he belches out commands at the other bandits. She grabs him. He does a suplex where he lands hard on his head, and then she grapples him on the ground with her massive arms wrapped around his throat. As he gurgles for air, you can see that he is eventually rendered unconscious, and she has a sneer on her face as she knows she has won this fight. However, she is outnumbered, and even though she accomplished what she meant to, it's not long before the other the comrades of the man with the tattoo manage to beat her and knock her unconscious as well. And then after this is kind of happening, it all happens very quickly in just a matter of say 18 seconds, right? It's barely any time at all. And eventually you see Durnan shouts from the bar, "Hey, all of you, out! Out! Take that to the streets! You won't be sullying my establishment with that." And everybody starts to file out through the not everybody, just the 4 bandits. They pick up their unconscious leader, they drag him out through the front entrance, and the half orc is left lying on the ground.
I'll walk over and try to help revive her.
Okay, give me one. I have to put everybody on. So Lothar there. Do it. Is there. The Jerry sitting here. Darnock there. And Van Eld is up on the 2nd floor. Okay. So I'm gonna move maps. Just kind of give everybody an indication of where they are.
Okay.
And who said they were approaching the orc?
Darnock.
Okay, so Darnock walks up towards the orc and does what?
Kind of like bend out to shake her back into consciousness, or
Okay. As you reach down and begin to grab her, you hear a noise coming from behind you. Coming from the direction of the gaping hole that leads to the Undermountain.
I will quickly jump to the other side of her.
No, you will not. Everybody roll initiative, please.
Damn.
Okay. Van Eld, you see where you are? That is actually on the balcony on the second floor, and you're looking down at the first floor, okay? Go ahead and roll. Because as you are looking at the half-orc, shouts of alarm suddenly ring out as a hulking creature climbs up out of the shaft in the middle of the tap room. A monster with warty green skin, a tangled nest of wiry black hair, and a long carrot-shaped nose and bloodshot eyes. One second. He has 44 of 44 health. This one is not a full troll. In case you didn't know what that was. So it comes climbing up out from the Undermountain, right? And as it bares its yellow teeth and howls, you'll see that it has a half a dozen bat-like creatures attached to its body, and 3 more circling above its head.
Dumb question. How tall are trolls?
Okay. Not a dumb question. They are a large creature because they take up, 2x2 squares. And large creatures are on average from 10 to 15 feet-ish. So we'll say this is an 11-foot troll, because why not? Okay.
How high is the second floor where I'm standing?
It's like 30 feet up.
Okay.
And for you, I'm going to put those there just so that you can see what it is that's in the middle of the room. Kind of mirror it over there on the second floor.
It's okay, I can imagine it, but
Okay.
thanks.
Everyone in the tavern reacts in fear and starts to flood to the doors. Everyone except for Durnan, who shouts loudly, "Troll!" I know, right? It's exactly the reaction he needed. So, and then everyone has rolled initiative except for Durnan, the troll itself, and the Sturges. There we go. Okay. The Sturges are going to go first, right? And they flutter about. Yeah, one can go there. One's gonna go there. One's gonna go there. And they just begin to flutter about and attack creatures that are whatever nearest. First, we're going to attack Tuit. Hey. Alright, so Tuit, you're going to take 7 piercing, and this Sturge is now attached to you. This one here is going to attack Bonnie. And she takes that wooden tray that she had the all the mugs on, and she's like using it to block the Sturge from biting her. And the third one is attacking Darnok, and it misses. After that happens, Vaneld, it'll be your turn. From below, you can hear Durnan shouting. And those of you on the ground floor can see him pulling a great sword out from behind the bar. as he leaps up on top the counter, great sword in hand. I'll kill the troll! You guys kill the Starges! Everyone else who's non-combatant, get out! Exit! And then, Vanel, what would you like to do?
Okay. This is your ruling probably, but I feel like I can shoot this thing right here. Like if I shoot from here, do you think that's possible?
What?
Can I use my short bow to shoot the? I don't know what it is. Blood drain thing. I don't.
The troll?
Straight. No, the Sturge.
Yeah, Sturge. Yes.
That's near Darnok with a short bow from here.
Oh, yeah, if you move to the opposite side, you would be able to see it.
Okay.
I get it. Because they moved out from the center. I didn't understand it first.
Yeah. Then I'm going to do that. Just a normal roll, or do I have disadvantage because I'm like 30 feet above and like Pythagorean?
No, just do a normal roll.
Okay.
$12 is a miss.
Okay, and that's my turn.
Lothar.
Well, seeing as how I was struggling reading and then all this commotion happened and now I lost my place on this board, I'm pretty darn mad. So I'm going to charge this troll. Going into rage if you didn't catch that.
Uh-huh. Are you?
I said I was charging it. I didn't say I was dashing it. As far as I can get, because the action is my rage, isn't it?
No, rage is a bonus action.
Oh, yeah, then I'm going to charge it and Goring Rush.
Wait, so you're going to dash?
Yes.
Yep. And then, oh, but you can't Goring Rush. Because you used your bonus action to rage.
Oh, you're right. That was a crit.
Haha! And there's your one for the night, baby. Okay, so Durnan hops over the bar, rushes up beside the troll. And you see him attack with his sword. And yep. Oh, that was close. Okay, wait a minute. Oh! Yep. So he runs up and it just starts just slashing wildly, unleashing 4 quick and devastating attacks with the with the great sword. 12 and 12. All right. After that, it'll be Tuit's turn.
Tuit's gonna drop the bow and pull out both of his.
A nat 20 for the troll.
and
Nat 1
and
for the troll.
stab
What are
the
you doing?
Sturge that's on him.
Uh-oh, my nat 1s aren't working.
And then he's going to run towards Jerry and say, help me, Jerry."
Did you attack twice?
Yeah, I have dual wielder.
Okay.
Oh, Sturge is dead. Okay. In which case, yeah, I'll still move up to about here, and end my turn.
Okay. The troll will take its turn now. You guys are monsters. Monsters!
Wait, that was the troll talking?
No. That was me talking.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You guys can thank Kobold for all this.
Thanks, Cole.
So the troll is gonna wait, let me see here. He's raging. 2d6, so 12, 24. Okay, yeah. It's going to attack you, Lothar. And I got some bad news for you. Regardless of what it says there, that is actually a critical hit. Because some malicious Twitch god sent a crit to the troll saying, "Hey, thanks for the Dracolich."
I want to let you guys know that I was healing you that whole time too.
So 17 damage to Lothar. You are raging, so you're only gonna take 8. So it attacks you, then it turns around and attacks Durnan. And then it will attack Durnan one more time. 8, 9, 10, 11. No, 8, because he has a crit fail too, and I'm lazy. Okay. After that, it will be Jerry's turn.
Well, I'll draw my short bow and take a shot at the sturge attached to.
Yeah, Spartan's absent for the next 2 weeks. That is a miss.
And then I will back up and end my.
Darnock.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and draw a dagger and try to stab the thing in front of me. And fail.
Fail terribly. As a matter of fact, you're so panicked because of the sudden appearance of the trolls and sturges that you slip in some ale that someone spilled as they ran from the bar. Make a dex save, please, to see if you can maintain your footing. Okay, you do.
All right.
The Sturges, we have 2 here. One attacking Darnock again. The other one still attacking Bonnie. Oh no. Bonnie still safe. Darnock is not. Darnock, take 5 damage, and the Sturge is now attached to you.
Ah.
And then Van Eld.
Okay, so can I make like an acrobatics check to jump from the second floor and land on?
If you want to jump, you can jump, but it's 30 feet down, so you're going to take some fall damage.
I want to jump into like the troll's shoulders.
You want to jump into the troll's shoulders. Okay, sure, why not?
Okay, acrobatics.
Sure. Okay. So, I'm going to say that you are successful. You jump down and you land exactly where you want to. However, with a 13, you just kind of like land, kick off his shoulders, and fall back on the space directly in front of him. I will say that because of how very well you executed that, your fall damage is going to be cut in half.
So 3d6 and run down.
2d6.
Okay, so
Because
I take 3.
will you stop talking over me? You take 2d6 because you fell 20 feet when you hit the troll. So 3 damage. And then Lothar.
All right, I twirl my totem around. That's definitely not a great mole. And I'm going to give this troll the bopping of a life. I'm going to hit him in the chest as hard as I can and try to push him into the...
I just realized line of sight isn't enabled. I was wondering how you went through the wall.
Everything just went black for me.
I am aware. Okay. Lothar? You probably can't say it, can you?
I cannot. What type of roll would you like me to make to push him into the...
Well, if you're going to try to shove, that would be a contested strength check. And just give me a second. Because I was kind of in a rush, and I didn't put light sources here. Dim, all players see. Are you going to make your strength check? That's a save.
My bad.
It's essentially the same, though, right? For you? Because you're proficient in strength. Anywho, so, you walk up, you shove the troll, and you're able to push him 10 feet. Which would place him right on the lip. Oh, he's like, let's say he falls and he's got one arm just hanging on to the lip of the massive hole. He's just hanging there.
And I walk up to there and I yeah, that's basically it.
There we go. Okay. So Durnan, he looks over at you. What are you doing? Get the Sturges! I can handle this. And he walks up and he just starts stabbing the troll repeatedly. All these will be with advantage since he's prone. 25, 30, 34, 40, 46. Yep. Yeah, he stabs him over and over, just shoulder, head, chest, shoulder, and you see the troll's eyes kind of gloss over as it dies and falls down the hole. Then Durnan glares at you. Now go help your friend! To it.
Tuit's gonna run over and try and stab the Sturge on Bonnie.
Where did you move? Okay, attacking the Sturge on Bonnie. Go. Yeah, that's a hit.
And then he's going to just keep making his way towards Darnock. I think that's as far as he can move.
Okay.
Actually, sorry, bonus action, I'll second wind.
All right, Jerry.
Do I have a clear shot at that Sturge over there?
Sure.
Not my night. End of turn.
Darnock.
I'm gonna detach the Sturge.
Oh, so you're just gonna use your action to pull it off of you. Okay.
Yep.
Alrighty. The Sturge, only the one remains, as the others were still attached to the troll as it fell. It's gonna attack you again, Darnock.
It's a miss.
And Vanilla.
Okay, so I'm gonna shoot at it.
Okay, 14 is a hit, and that will kill the last of the Sturges. Alright, so that is the end of combat. And after it's all over, Durnan kind of looks around. It happens from time to time. Monsters climb up from the Undermountain. It's a bit of a hassle, but you fought well. I mean, that was good. Hi, Steve. How you guys doing?
It must be a hell to run this place.
Nah, it's exciting if nothing else. Keeps me on my toes in my old age. You guys, like I said, you fought well. Just, help me set the chairs back up, and we'll give you some more. We'll give you some more food and ale, and we'll go back to the night's business, shall we?
Would you mind giving me a potion of healing? That troll kind of hit me hard.
Do I look like an apothecary to you?
It looked like a barkeep that would have a potion of healing.
Yeah, and you look like a big dumb ox. He kind of brushes himself off and walks away.
Well, that certainly was interesting. I'll kind of peer down over the edge and listen in to see if I hear anything moving down.
I'm a hawk a loogie down the edge.
Oh, really? So, you see Durnan disappears through a door in the back. Bonnie goes with him, and he kind of shouts from the other side, Just a moment. I'll be right back out. Just need to attend to her wounds." And then we're gonna finally send the wandering monster. As you guys are looking around, you hear a humming noise coming from the hole again.
I'm gonna yell. I think there's something, and I'm gonna back up again.
I don't know why a Modron would attack them, but
And I'm gonna point at the hole.
It's
and
mad.
let them know that I heard.
An insane Modron. Okay. As you point to the hole, you see a metal, a tentacle-like object kind of reach up and slap over the ledge. It is entirely cased in metal, has hinges throughout the sides, and as it climbs up into view, you could see eyeballs and mouths positioned at the ends of each of these appendages. And you can hear the creature whirring and clacking as it climbs up. It kind of, swirls its appendages around, staring at each of you in kind before it begins to move towards you, Beneld. Doesn't look friendly. If they push in the hole, no gifts. Okay, I can make that happen. "30-foot cone of gas." Oh no. I wonder why he's measuring 30 feet. What are you measuring 30 feet for there, guy? I think this guy's a cheater!
Okay. Oh, never mind. Not okay.
I'm still in a rage, right?
Sure. It's not been a minute.
Thank Lord.
So it climbs up from the hole. It looks around. And as it does, it begins to make those buzzing and clicking noises again. And as it does, you can see a little hatch opening, almost like a mouth. And as it does, it is going to expel a greenish gas in a cone in front of it. Let's see. I need Vaneld and Lothar to make a con save. Rip. So Lothar, you are paralyzed. Token mod is way over there. All right. That is its action, and then it is done. Vaneld.
How heavy is a Minotaur?
There's no way that you would know that. You can look at him and estimate it, but
Okay, let me. I'm
somewhere
just gonna run
between
away.
200 and 400 pounds. He's a big boy.
Okay, let me get the calculator for kilograms.
Like 90 to 180.
Okay, I can work with that.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I'm not moving that. I'm going to run away to the bar. Like, can I jump the bar here?
Are you disengaging?
Nope.
Smack.
Okay.
And yes, you can climb over the bar. So,
And I'm going
climbing
to try to hide.
by it, climbing over the table, and then climbing over the bar, that would be like difficult terrain since you have to jump up and run over it. So it'd be like 10, 15, 20, 35, which actually is just enough.
Okay. Can I roll stealth? I want to try to hide from that thing. I'm pretty scared.
Sure. Yeah, we'll say you just drop down and then roll stealth check. Best perception. Best perception 14. 17 is successful.
That's my turn.
Don't forget to. I have a nat 20. Do it.
Chewit's gonna run up and stabby stab
API broke.
the giant starfish.
That's a hit. And the second one is a miss.
That's it for his turn.
Jerry? What?
Got a friend by it. Let's take a shot, see how that works out for us.
It's a hit? No, it's not. I lied. Ha 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 ha.
Ugh, not my night tonight. End of turn.
Lothar is paralyzed. End of your turn. You can repeat the con save. All right, still paralyzed. Darnock?
All right. Go ahead and use Tides of Chaos so I can get advantage.
Do it.
And then I'm going to cast Chaos Bolt.
Okay, so right now you have just cast a spell that requires a spell slot. You're gonna roll. Boo, boo. All right, so it's a D. What is the one? Like, what's the element on the Chaos Bolt?
1 second.
I think one is fire.
Acid.
Acid. Okay, so it takes 5 acid. Not that it matters. All right, and then the Pentadrone is going to attack again. And this time, it puts out all of its arms and begins to spin in a circle next to it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like it hits you for a total of 8. Correct? Yeah, 8.
Yeah, that's right.
Goodbye. Van Eld.
Okay. Did I? No, I don't think I will know. I'm going to pop off and shoot at him.
All right, with advantage because you were hidden.
Yeah.
That's some advantage.
And I don't think I want to move from here. I'm still pretty scared from giant starfish.
Okay.
Star thing. That's my turn.
Do it. Oh
Stabby
shit! I
stab and pray.
need those items again. Let me scroll up. Uh, 20 is a hit.
And that's it.
9. All right, and Jerry?
There we go. 20 to hit the Penadrone.
That will work.
12 damage.
And the Pentadrone, you see a little burst of sparks as it seems to break apart. Something falls into the square where it is standing, and then it kind of jerks around as it falls back into the hole.
It's gonna
Okay,
look at what fell.
It looks like somewhere inside that mechanical creature there was a small box.
Can I check it for traps?
Sure.
Do you want me to roll an investigation check or something?
If you want to. You said you wanted to check it for traps. You have to. Hey, it's not trapped.
Okay. I'm gonna open it.
All right. You see that it's got a number of items on it. There is a bag that has a colorful face sewn into the front. There is a leathery belt.
Enjoy.
Oh my god. Oh man. All right. There is a leathery belt. A set of what looks like just leather armor, and a necklace with a string of pearls on it. So what are you sending, Giz? Did you PM me? Am I not seeing it?
Guys.
Yep, there it is.
there's a
One
whole
generate,
bunch
2
of
swords of every.
stuff here. It all looks.
Catch them
special.
outside. Got it.
Is there-
Well, let's take a look.
I jump out of the bar before Darok sees me.
Maybe we should get out of here. If anything else comes out of that hole, I don't think it's gonna go too well.
I'm trying to move my body.
Yeah, eventually it just wears off, right? You're like you'll pass it at some point. That's why I just got rid of it.
Maybe we should find a safe place to rest for the night.
I tend to agree.
Sounds good to me. Hold on. I could use some new leathers. I'll take a look at that leather armor.
They look, for all intents and purposes, they look like a normal set of leather armor. It just the craftsmanship is very fine. I'm amending your items, by the way, so as not to make this
There's
party
a belt
stupid
and a
OP.
necklace of pearls.
I'll take the belt. I like belts.
Yes.
Anyone want a pearl necklace? Or necklace of pearls or whatever it is?
Well, pearls are for pretty ladies. And I look at the half elf. I said that as a joke because I don't want you guys to actually think my character thinks the half elf is pretty.
Nope, you said it. It's canon.
Darnock winks.
Maybe. I'm gonna choose to believe it's not that you think that this half elf is pretty, but that all elves are so pretty that you also equate them all to being female because you're not very smart.
Sounds about right for the intelligence.
Guys, let's not go into an elvish city. I'm gonna get myself in some.
No, you don't have to do that. Anyway.
Why don't you four take these other things and study them the way that I'm gonna study this bow, and maybe we can all learn what they are. So Jerry has the leather. I think that Lothar has the belt. Why don't Darnock and Van Eld? Why don't one of you take the bag and the other one take the necklace?
I like how you guys are trying to divvy up loot before you even know what it is.
Well, we have to identify it overnight, and you can only do one item, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, but then you're attuned to it.
sure,
Don't-
but that can get you
don't
can be
you-
unattuned.
Don't you not have to attune? You can just like identify it over a long rest.
I think it's a short rest. That if you spend at least an hour with an item, focusing on it and its properties, then you can identify it. But I'm pretty sure you have to, if it requires attunement, then you attune to it. Because the whole reason that you don't do that often is because if it's cursed, then, well, you just boned yourself.
What do you mean? Cursed items are the best items. As I'm looking at my
Well, do you guys want to meet up in the morning then? We'll take a rest and spend some time with these items and meet up early in the morning. Go perhaps get these appraised at like a wizard's place or like a pawn shop.
that would be preferable. I just took a beating from a troll, and then I got paralyzed.
I saw.
You look pretty well, big cow. Lothar.
Yeah,
Fine. I'm just not
yeah,
happy about it.
it's you can't identify it. It's attuning to it during a rest. When you attune to it, you learn its properties.
Belts have never done me wrong. I'm doing this anyway.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, it even says right there. This can't be the same short rest used to learn the item's properties. So I'm not gonna take the time to look up the individual rules
Yeah,
there.
that's fine.
But
That's
yeah,
fine.
but from how I'm interpreting that is you can spend a short rest to, oh, this is what this does, and then if you want to tune, it would be another short rest.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, cool.
If we all rest tonight, study the items, and then we'll report back tomorrow and
Rest
swap
where?
around. Well, I have a place in the city. You're more
I
than
have a
welcome
house
to stay
here.
with me.
I live in Waterdeep. We're good.
Slumber party at the bullpen.
Yeah.
I don't have a place to stay. If I could stay with someone, I'd appreciate.
Well, you said you wanted to learn, didn't you? You can come with me. That's no problem.
Some of them do,
Okay, great, thanks.
or at least they said they do in their background.
Okay, let's meet again here tomorrow morning. That sound good?
Walks into my
Sounds
house
good.
and there's a bunch of fine china.
All right, let's go back to the main page for now. So you guys make your way to Lothar's bachelor pad. Can you give us a description? What does your place look like? I'd say it's probably not a house so much as an apartment, because you are making a meager living off of the odd jobs that you can pick up.
Yeah, so it's kind of not like a shabby apartment, but it's like a nicer apartment in kind of the bad part of town. Go up there. It's really more of a duplex, but I am on the top part of it. So inside, there's like a whole bunch of fine china. Above my head, there would be an emblem of my people, and it's going to have a big old red cross on it, and a bed that is obnoxiously large, and a whole bunch of tea, like a ton of it.
I don't know which one would be worse. Okay. All right. So they're at your house. What would you do?
Well, you could spread bread rolls around wherever. You're welcome to make yourself acquainted with my pantry. It's nothing but tea and bread in there at the moment. I have not been able to go shopping. My bed is for me, and none of you may touch. Feel free to make yourselves at home. Look at what your items. If my landlord comes, tell him that I have them.
Ha!
And then I go to make myself some tea.
Okay.
Tuat's gonna find a nice cozy corner and start studying the bow. And when he figures out what it is, because he knows what it is, he's gonna attune to it over his long rest.
Okay. What about the rest of you? Who has what?
Jerry has the leather.
Okay. Yeah, the leather again. It looks like a regular set of leather armor, but the craftsmanship is much better than yours, and it's in much better state of repair. It seems like it would protect you better than your regular armor. I have to spell it out.
Oh,
I
that's,
apparently have to
that's
spell it
pretty
out.
awesome. I'll put it on and leave my old leather at home in the.
All right. It is simply +1 leathers.
Awesome.
What's next? Hello, guys. What's next?
Someone who has the belt, the bag, and
Yeah, I'll do the belt.
Okay. The belt. Try to contain your excitement. It is a belt of Hill Giant strength.
Okay, am I allowed to change my stat?
Oh, well, yeah, you would have to attune to it. So another. Well, obviously you have the time, right? I saw it, Giz.
Well, yeah.
I saw it.
I meant on my character sheet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Hill sounded
Give myself an 8 in strength.
a lot like Storm. Did you misspeak?
Oh, yeah, it's totally. Shut your mouth.
Okay, who's looking at the bag?
And Tarnok's got the bag.
Oh, never mind.
I think all of you know what the bag is. Well, actually, you wouldn't know. Because simply examining the bag wouldn't reveal if it was devouring or not. It would appear to be a bag of holding. So it still could be.
Who's gonna put their hand in first?
Do it!
I'll hold it open to anybody who wishes.
I put my arm inside it.
Nothing happens. It's not a bag of devouring. That'd be too cruel.
Ah, nice.
The last item is a necklace of prayer beads.
I don't think we have any of those.
No, you do not.
Money for healing potions.
Exactly.
What are healing potions?
They're things you drink and they restore your vitality. I read about them.
So ill.
Giant rat.
That's probably a pretty good idea considering that fellow Phoebus, if that was wandered off for a bit.
One giant
So
rat,
maybe
two
we should
swarms,
sell some
7
stuff
rats.
and get some
No, because if I did it when they were trying to rest, they would have died. Because they were already low on health and resources, and they don't have their healer this week.
But having studied this bow, it looks
Swarm.
pretty powerful and useful. I think, if no one can use those beads, maybe we should sell those and use those funds. But I think I should try and use this bow for a little while.
Guys, I gotta say, I'm pretty freaking happy with my belt. You guys have no idea what this thing does. It shoots fireballs.
They don't have a cleric anyway. Their healer is an Asimar Divine Soul Sorcerer.
All right.
Which is
I've got
not
nothing else to do during the long
adequate
rest.
healer. Like they're gonna die for sure.
I
It's just
want
a matter
to
of
ask
when.
Lothar for a cup of tea.
Of course he may have tea. Help yourself. Just don't
Yeah, I
break
tried-
my china.
If you guys are taking
Okay.
a long, you should recover your health. It might be important. Don't forget to mark where your just somewhere on like maybe your bio section or what your strength actually is without the belt, because who knows, something could actually happen to it.
It would be a shame if something were to happen to that belt.
I know it. What's a
No.
lovely belt you have there.
I love my belt. Please no.
What?
If you're reading the chat,
I'm confused.
I'm responding to Lothar's wonderful questions.
No, what? Are you get the fuck out of here. Can I change my stats like in Adventure League? Alright, you guys have finished your rest. It's morning. What are we doing?
I think we're meeting up and we're gonna go find some sort of merchant or wizard who could help price some of these items that we have, so we can get a better idea of their fair value if we decide to send them. And then as
You're
we're
not
kind of
going to
going
find
around,
anything like that. Remember that there is no official magic economy in 5e. So you can walk around and try to find a buyer, but it's a long and arduous process.
Oh, well,
And
it
you
would
have to
just
pay
be-
a finder's fee. And even then you might get scammed. If you're wanting to try and start that process, you can, but I'm not gonna let you do it.
We do. We just wanted a better idea of like what the price was, and then while we wandered around, we would try to like listen in and see
What
if
is this
any of
dude's deal?
those people
Every
who would
item,
know
it's
about
like, wow, we
magic
got
stuff
this really cool,
would
awesome
have,
item.
any
Let's
tasks
sell it.
for us to do, since we're looking for jobs as well.
If we're wandering through the city going back to the Yawning Portal 2, it's going to buy a quiver and a couple of whatever they're called, of arrows.
Okay.
I'm just gonna smile at my belt this whole time as I'm going to go buy some jack.
Well, as you guys make your way back to the Yawning Portal, after having stopped at near sundry to get yourself a bunch of arrows and whatnot, as you turn to cut through a nearby alley that you know will get you to the portal quicker, you can't help but notice that the floor of the alley seems to be crawling. And here you are. You got one more, and then we can actually get back to playing the actual goddamn module. You did this! You did this, Kobold!
I think it's hilarious actually because I send KFCs on like everything that I watch, but he's getting all this shit thrown at him.
Shh,
And the best-
shh, quiet, don't say that out loud.
The best part is, I was even healing them through that whole thing.
Nope, doesn't matter, man. You stirred the pot.
But some of it leveled.
You should totally do it again next week.
Oh, next week they're getting an actual lich.
You hear that, guys? he
Oh,
he
man, you
makes
just
war
wanna
with
send
your
a bunch
tribe.
of archmages. It's much more efficient for your TP.
See you,
You know what?
darling.
No, they're getting 500 kobolds, all with spells or scrolls of spell silence or whatever.
If you haven't already, roll initiative.
It's gonna be very profitable for Daddy.
Well, that's good, man. I'm trying to plan a charity event, and I need funds. Three, 4, 5.
So have all three of these been Twitch gods?
No, the troll is an actual encounter in the module.
Oh,
All right, Jerry is first. What would you like to do, Jerry?
I'm going to back up 15 feet, and then I'll hold my action to take a shot at the first rat that has an ally nearby.
Okay.
End of turn.
Squeak, squeak, squeak him. He's going to run forward, and that'll provoke your reaction.
Perfect. 19.
That's a hit.
8.
That's a dead rat. That makes me sad.
Perfect.
Darnock.
All right, I'll go ahead and move here and cast Frostbite.
Can just like attack it. I gotta make me open the sheet and make a roll. Yep, that's a dead rat. Lothar.
alright. I'm mad that these rats are blocking my way, and I'm gonna walk up to this one north of me and
All you did was give them a field of rats to punt and stab. Yep, that's a hit.
well, my game just broke.
That's okay. Your turn's over, right? Oh, and you're not
Yeah.
raging, are you?
I said I was mad.
That I'm mad does not equate I'm raging.
Okay,
You have to
what,
you
I
have to be a
won't
little no. If you want to rage, that's fine. Just you gotta be a little bit clearer so I know what to take.
Yeah, I'll be ready.
All right. So now the swarms. One up here by you. The other one's gonna come down by Darnock. First one attacking Lothar. 4 is a miss. And then 12 is a miss. Van Eld?
Okay. Just refresh my memory a little. If I attack with a light weapon, I can use my bonus action to make another attack, right?
If you have a weapon in your
another
offhand, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Then I'm gonna walk to this one. And I don't add my dexterity, right?
What weapon do you have?
2 short swords. The ones that my family gave me.
Yeah. Yeah, make your text. Wow.
Okay, that's sad.
All right. So you walk up, right? The sword of my ancestors in my hand. You go up to this pile of writhing rats and you attack twice swiftly and strike nothing. Your confidence begins to falter and you will have disadvantage on your next attack. All right, to it.
Two, it's gonna pull the oath bow, knock it, and say swift death to those who have wronged me, and shoot the swarm that is not injured.
All right. 15's a hit for 18 damage. You know that's only once a day, right?
I do know that.
Okay.
He's done.
The rats. Oh, it's square you're in. Alright, all the rats move up. And they're gonna squeak and bite. Oh no. First Darnock. Why is everything whispering me? Press me off. 17 is a hit for 1. You take that 1.
Ah.
And then Darnock again. Miss. Attack Van Eld. Miss. And then 2 attacks on Tuit. 2 miss. And an attack on Lothar that doesn't even matter. Because even if I hit, it's still 1 damage, no matter what. Alright, Jero.
I will shoot at the rat over here.
I know what the plan is. You're gonna power level them up way past Spartan, so then Spartan is just irrelevant in the party anymore, and they have no healer the rest of the game. That's a dead rat.
Perfect. End of turn.
Darnock?
Alright, he's gonna stab the swarm.
Stab the swarm. That's a dead swarm.
And that's it.
Lothar.
On the swarm.
Dead.
And then that'll.
Van Eld?
So disadvantage. I guess it doesn't matter. To the one that's north of me. 17.
Why are you attacking with disadvantage?
Because you said so, because I rolled a double
Oh,
one.
yes, that is 100% correct. That was a test! Ha ha!
Okay, and now
Inspiration
with
for
my
paying attention.
seriously, okay. And with my offhand, the one that's southeast to me,
Alright.
and that's my turn.
Alright, to it.
Dude's gonna put away his bow that he apparently wasted his use of. And
Yes.
pick up his rapiers and attack the 2 rats in front of him.
Dead rat. And another dead rat.
That's it.
The last little rat tries to run away. Oh no, but it's not intelligent enough to... Oh yeah, it's a dead rat. Alright, that's the end of combat. Okay, so just to recap, walking to the portal. Oh shit, there's rats. Kill the rats. Brush ourselves off. Clean our weapons. Back on route to the portal. It's weird as hell, but it's not too unusual for a band of adventurers, right? Isn't that like every every hero starts just killing rats and slimes? Well, there you go. There's your start. All right. Anywho, so you guys return to the portal. You take your seat at your regular table, and as you sit here, excuse me, as you sit here, you hear a voice that a small halfling man walks up to your table, and he's like, well, "You be adventurers, right? I could use your help. Do you mind if I join your table and we can talk a bit?"
Certainly, I'll slide over in the booth a little bit and make room.
But of course, I'm always looking for work.
he reaches out across the table to shake each of your hands in kind. Oh, it's a pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about what's happened from Durnan. Who I sound exactly like. Don't mind that. He says, I heard about the deal with the goblins and then helping with the troll last night. That was amazing. I am Volo Thamp Gadarm, but everybody calls me Volo.
Greetings.
He strokes his mustache, adjusts his floppy hat, and tightens his scarf. He's like, I am a chronicler, a wizard, and a celebrity of sorts, at your service. I trust you've noted the recent string of violence in our fair city these past 10 days, and I haven't seen so much blood since my last visit to Baldur's Gate, ho ho! But now, I fear that, amid all the frickin' frack in the city, I have misplaced a friend most dear to me.
Oh, a missing person?
Why, yes, indeed. My friend's name is Floon Blagmar. He's got more beauty than brains, that one, and I worry he took a bad way home a couple nights ago, and was kidnapped, or worse. If you agree to track him down with all due haste, I can offer you 10 dragons apiece now, and I can give you each 10 times that when you find my dear beloved Floon. May I prevail upon you in my hour of need?
You're going to give us 100 dragons apiece just for one person?
Yes, he is a dear friend, and I cannot do without his company.
There's something you're not telling us. Or wait, do you want me to make a roll?
Oh yeah, if you're, insight him. Or don't?
It seems he has more brains than. Or
yeah, he's like,
gold.
are you telling the truth? Either that or mobile phone master race over here. There you go, insight of 2. Oh, you're highly suspicious of this guy. His reputation precedes him, and you jump to all kinds of conclusions. Kind of like exactly what happened.
Maybe we can help you if you can help us appraise something. If you're a learned man, we have these beads. We're not sure how much they're worth. Do you think you could help us?
He looks at you for a moment. What do I look like? I'm not a merchant.
Well, you have got a loot.
And you look well traveled.
And you said you were a wizard. These things are magical.
How is being a wizard in any way related to being a merchant?
You'll have to excuse my friends. They're quite slow. We'll be happy to look for your friend. If you could give us, the name of the last place you saw him, along with anyone he was talking with at the bar. Perhaps a maiden he was taking home.
And maybe a little bit more detail on what he looks like.
Oh, well, Floon is a handsome human male in his early 30s. He has wavy, red blonde hair. He was dressed in princely garb when I saw him last, and 2 nights ago, before Floon disappeared, him and I were drinking and merrymaking at the Skewered Dragon, a dark and bawdy tavern in the Docken Ward. I would recommend searching the Skewered Dragon first.
The Darkened Ward, you say? What were you doing there?
In the dock ward, I told you, I was drinking and making merry and spending time with my beloved Floon.
Well, I guess we could head down there. Where should we find you when this is all said and done?
Well, I will. How about we agree to meet here? I'll be lurking about the yawning portal until I hear from you next. I've got nothing more important to do. I'm actually working on my newest book, and the yawning portal is always a place of excellent inspiration.
What books do you read? Love stories?
Ha ha! No, I write tales of all my adventures. Surely you've heard of my most famous book, Volo's Guide to Monsters.
Just kind of shrug and say, I might have seen it on someone's bookshelf. I'm not much of a learned.
Tuit speaks up and says, "Yeah, oh, you're that Volo."
I am that Volo. Of course you've noticed me. And he puts his chin up in the air and kind of flips his hair back and strikes a heroic pose.
Right. You also wrote Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica, didn't you?
Guildmaster's what? What is that?
Homeland. Ravnica. Surely you've heard of it.
He stares at you blankly. He's like, I think this one's broke his head when he chipped a horn.
You wouldn't happen to have a copy of your book that you could give us?
Give you? Ha! Young man! And he looks at you, obviously being elderly. He's, young man! You must be insane. I am a novelist, a writer. I make my living off the sales of those books. If you would like such an exquisite piece of literature, then I would advise you to run to your nearest library or bookstore and purchase one. I'm paying you plenty enough coin.
Oh, well, if I went there, I obviously couldn't get it autographed by you, could I?
I'll still be here in the portal. I'll tell you what, I'll throw in my autograph free of charge if you return my beloved Floon.
That sounds like a deal to me. Turn to the rest of the party and say, I think we're off to the dock ward unless any of you guys have questions.
No, but I have a guy I could speak to first.
A guy?
Ear to the ground.
Okay. So you are searching out your contact, right? And what is his name? Who are you talking to? Let's flesh that out.
Wow, I am drastically unprepared. His name shall be
Benjamin Dover?
No.
No, her name, actually, she's a pretty elf, is Sylvanas Windrunner.
Nope.
Oh, feels bad.
It doesn't seem like you have a contact in the vicinity. Maybe you can try
That
again
is
tomorrow.
Dang, okay.
What, you thought this
Oh,
was
man.
gonna be some kind of adventure league game where you could just bullshit your way through everything? You think I'm some kind of chump or something? This is real D&D. I'm really tired. You just ignore me.
If you don't have a contact around here, maybe we could show the prayer beads to that lady from Cholt.
His name is Pepe Lethroth.
Okay. All right. Anywho, so here's what we're gonna do, right? Party is got their first lead. You're gonna make your way to the dock ward to go to the Skewered Dragon to try to find Floon, but we're gonna save that for next session, right? I know we're an hour shorter than usual, but without Spartan being here, I don't want to get you guys too far ahead. Otherwise, you're gonna outscale your healer, and then it's gonna be a bad time for a very long time. So we're gonna calculate XP, and then we'll pick up next session with you guys in the dock ward.
Can we sell the necklace?
No. She looks at you, and you don't even get an audience. She's upset because you spent all that time talking with her before, and then you didn't make a sale. And she had already stressed how extremely valuable her time was. So your guards don't even part to let you in.
First Spartan Bridge.
Compared to the start of the adventure, I'm much beefier. Bad pun was bad. I'll see myself out.
I liked it.
That was supposed to be a pun.
I mean, he's half cow, so.
All right. Well, thanks to the game. It was fun.
You might want to stick around if you want XP, dog.
Hey, what do you think this is? Adventures League? Or they just tell
you think this is some kind of Adventures League game where you just get points or something? No, I gotta do actual math. Oh, I'm sad. Oh, I almost gave you XP for the troll, and I'm not supposed to.
But we killed it,
But
though.
what?
Except you didn't. Darnan killed it.
I thought we pushed it over the side.
Mm-mm.
I pushed it over.
And then
Which let
Darnan
Darnan
stabbed
get
it 4
advantage.
times for 80 points of damage.
But he could have missed if I didn't push it.
Yeah, you could try all you like. You're not getting XP for the troll. You're not supposed to.
Oh, yeah, I know. I'll just take my belt and run.
You do
I'm
get
happy.
144 XP, which I know is definitely enough to get all of you to level 2.
Nice. Well,
Nice.
Hooray.
do we roll for hit points or do we take average?
That's up to you. If you
Nice.
like taking the average, you could take the average. If you want to gamble and roll, then go right ahead. Ooh. All right, in the meantime, thank you everybody for coming and hanging out. If you enjoyed the stream, make sure you hit that follow button. If you haven't already joined us in the Discord, that's where you can go to get involved in the game and learn how to play. And if you also enjoyed this content, make sure you check out the schedule down below. I know I'm talking really fast, but it's because I'm really tired. I'm going to bed. Bye.